Right, I'm back again, and yeah, I just wanted to reset the entire stream because it was getting on my nerves, and yeah, we're here again with the actual stream itself, and I would like to just plant some barley. It's been a very long road. It's been a massive farm. It's a huge undertaking. And it's just crippled the finances of everything that we built. And that is down to the nature of the crops that we were given. But worst case scenario is we sell a harvester. That's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario is we don't need to sell anything and we just have the time of our life. I don't know why I've gone straight down the middle here. Don't ask me why. Oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, if anybody wants to join in, the game is Fiasco's Community Farm. Everybody is welcome. Oh, in fact, let me just pop out the chat so I can see what's going on. Pop out, pop out, pop out. There we go. Yeah, I'll just have it covering the entire screen. Why not? Why not? That way, I can read it. I am wearing the glasses, though, so you know. The eye skepticals are firmly planted. Now, yes, we have left it really late. We've left it like really close to the wire with planting the barley because I mean it's at the end of the first month. We do have another month on top, but we can't really use next. Oh bollocks! We can't really use next month as a means of planting because we've got such a big harvest ahead of us. So yeah, we've got 3 fields of sugar beets, which is probably going to take the best course of 12 years. And then we've also got corn and sunflowers on top. That's gonna injure us a little bit. But I'm gonna sell whatever sells the highest. We are going to sell directly. So if the sunflowers are worth more than the corn, then the sunflowers. I'm sorry, pal, you gotta go. So what else are we needing to get this year? So we're going to need to plant some carrots. In fact, you know what? We might get away with not planting carrots. Because we do have 700,000 litres of the buggers. And that's in the middle of making preserved carrots. And then spinach is spinach. Spinach will just get harvested as spinach. No ifs, ands, or buts. And then we've got every other vegetable to bake. Which I'm not looking forward to. Well, I am actually, because we've got the unrealistic version. Well, the realistic, unrealistic version. Now, the wool will generate us some money. But for the first year, we've only got 100 head of sheep. But I'm thinking, what if we move them sheep to the other pasture? So, because we've got 2 sheep barns, what if we, rather than having 50 and 50, what if we have 101 and 100 goats? That might work better. And this barley is got to be pig food. And then the straw we gain from it. Do pigs need bedding? If so, then that's what that's going to be used for. And yeah, we've got a solid farm. We do have a very, very solid farm. And I worked out the profits we could potentially earn this year, which will be 900,000. But 450,000 of that will go towards paying off our debt. And then... But that's given that the carrots will have all turned into pallets. Right, so that's the first field of barley done. Move on to the second field of barley, which is going to be down here. And then the third field of barley, which is going to be up there. And then it's going to... We're going to have to just plough. So we've got these 3 fields of spinach that we're going to have to fertilise. And then once it grows again, we're going to have to fertilise again. I mean, we've not got precision farming activated. Oh, it needs ploughing as well. That's going to be like a consistent 15% hit on our harvest quantity. I mean, we can... We're just going to have to take that hit for now. And then once we can afford the planter, we'll plant... Oh, shit, we need a planter. Oh, dear. I don't like this game anymore. So yeah, I mean, the planter we can just hire. We can just hire the planter. They're neither here nor there. But you know what? You could probably get away with hiring every single tool and just buy a tractor. Let's think about it. You only need a tool once or twice a year. If you have seasons on, I'd re-drill it as it won't grow as much over winter. Plus, it's quite a small field. It's why we're planting barley. We get a higher yield from this one. And, I mean, it is a small field, but it's still like 2.7 hectares. But we're going to have multiple fields. Oh, this is 1.45. But then we planted barley in this one, which is 1.9. And then we're going to be planting barley in this one, which is 3.15. So that's going to be enough barley for the pigs for next year, because we're only going to get 50 heads of pigs. This one I'm probably going to use as soybeans. And then we have this one. Bear with me. Let me just move this over to here. Right, so the breakdown. So we've got barley planted here. We're going to have barley planted here. We're going to have barley planted here. We're going to have soybeans here for the protein. We're going to have corn planted on these 2 fields. We do have to save up to buy that one. It's only 95,000, so that's not a bad price. And then these 2 fields are going to have this one as potatoes. This one's going to be red beets. This one's going to be sugar beets. In fact, we don't even need to do sugar beets next year. We just do red beets and potatoes, and then the red beets will go into the production point. Potatoes will go into the pigs. This field here, I'm going to turn into one big one. Oh, yeah, so the spinach one is this one, and this one. They're going to have a consistent penalty on it, which it's going to be 15% because it does need ploughing. But does a seeder plant spinach? If so, we could probably plough. Oh, why am I looking at ploughs? I need to look at seeders. It does do spinach, right? And we have the solitaire. So yeah, okay, we could actually get away with ploughing that field this year and then replanting when we can. I'll probably get one more harvest out of it. And then... Oh, line up, you bitch. But no, the barley we're probably going to be looking at around about an 82% yield bonus. Because we're not going to be able to lime. We've not mulched, and we're not going to roll. So yeah, we're probably going to look at around about a 90% yield bonus, which isn't bad. It's not terrible. So how are you doing anyway, Kendall? Oh shit, we've took that corner way too wide. We're in the bush. This is why you should never pick up a beer while you're driving. Right, here we go again. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Do you remember me? I do remember you, Brittany Summerfield. You have been in almost every single stream. How are you doing tonight? Single player RG. It's multiplayer. Oh yeah, I didn't put in a message today. It is multiplayer. It's cross-player compatible. So yeah, we do have some limitations. Let me just pin a message. Here we are. Well, then we'll pin that. Yeah, this one's a G Parcel server. So if you ever want to just, just come and pop in. I mean, you don't need to have me streaming it to play it. You could just pop in, show face, have the time of your life. We do have a community farm that does need a farm manager. So if anybody wants to take up the opportunity to become the manager of that farm, you get to pick and choose what you want to do. You start off with $1 million, and you get to progress your farm as you see fit. And if you're available, you will be featuring in streams. We'll be doing a lot of things together. I have got a Maypole server for PC only as well coming out, and that's going to be a YouTube series. Only because I want to have a lot of realism mods, and I want it to be like the most realistic game anybody will ever see. Because a lot of people tell me I don't play realistically enough, and I think I do want to actually play the game. It's just the short form videos that I do make often indicate that I don't know what I'm doing with the game, which is quite fun. But a lot of people say, like, oh yeah, you're just rage baiting. It's like, not really. I'm just showcasing different mods that people have worked hard on. And I can see the funny side to them, I can see the good side to them. And I just want to show these mods off because I think some people might say, you know what, I want that mod. Right, so yeah, we've got one more field to drill after this. And then we're going to be needing to plough every single field that hasn't got grain in it. But then again, I don't think we do actually. Because looking at the crop calendar. So we're not going to be doing cotton ever again. And we've got 2 fields of cotton. But we're going to make 180,000. Hey, how you doing, Vitagus? How's life treating you? I mean, I probably butchered your first name, so I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce your second name. Vitaligus. I don't know. We need to refuel. So yeah, we'll plant the barley in all fields and then we'll refuel. And does anybody know a good map on console for gold mining? There was a map, and I cannot remember the name of it, but it had like a little quarry. Now it's not the same as you'll get on PC. It's just like loose stuff on the ground. But I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it. And I'm sure it was available on console. But how are you doing, Somber? Hang on, I have an idea. I'll ask ChatGPT for you. Hang on a minute. Let's just finish this off. I think ChatGPT will get picked up by the microphone. Right, let's see. How familiar are you with FS25 maps?
5 maps, huh? It sounds like a pretty interesting project. If you need any help or have any more questions about it, just let me know.
Alright, that's not the question I asked you. I was asking you, how familiar are you with Farming Simulator 25 maps?
Oh, got it. I misunderstood that. My bad. I'm pretty familiar with Farming Simulator 25 maps and how they work, so if you have any questions about them or anything specific you want to know, just let me know.
Okay, what maps allow console players to do a bit of mining?
In Farming Simulator 25, console players can enjoy mining on maps like Rancho Fundo and Agroforest. These maps are designed with some mining features that work well on consoles, so they're a great choice if you want to do a bit of mining on your console.
Do they do gold mining on any of their maps?
Yes, you can actually do gold mining on those maps, like Rancho Fundo and Agroforest. They include some gold mining features, which is pretty fun if you want to switch things up from farming.
There you go, ChatGPT. So they said, I'll type it out so it doesn't get mixed up. But the two maps are Rancho Fundo and Agroforest. There you go. Those are the two maps that apparently are compatible on console. ChatGPT says they are anyway. Those are the two maps that are available for you. So yeah, just go ahead and check them out. Right, we've got one more field left to sow, and then we're ready to start ploughing a couple of fields, I guess. I think I'm going to plough this field. It's quite small. Yeah, I'll do this corner, top corner, where we did the peas harvest. What do you think of the new DLC map? What map's that? Oh, you're talking about Highland fishing. Yeah, that one. I am really looking forward to it. I'm not. I watched the. I watched. Did you watch the FarmCon uh, teaser of the fishing? Because I watched all like 18 minutes of it. Oh no, it's 43 minutes of it. Right, last field of barley. Shut up, woodpecker. Oh, right, I didn't know that there was a video that long. What did it show? So it showed all the key points of the map. The map looks beautiful. The map looks absolutely spectacular. Hello, how you doing, Larry Bird fan? Welcome to the party. How's life treating you? But yeah, the Highland Spring map itself looks absolutely beautiful. It's nice to see that they're actually going with right-hand drive rather than left-hand drive with it, because a lot of British maps follow the non-British way of driving. It's going to be based in Scotland, which is nice, but I think the fishing element is absolutely shit. It's nice to have that idea, but I think the way they've executed it could be better. That could be me wanting more sense of realism and actual fishing, but it's just another production point, and that's all it is. Right, I have been battling an ear infection. Not an ear infection, a chest infection for like 4 weeks now, and it's still not bloody gone. They give me amoxicillin, penicillin. I think I need to go back to the doctor. I hope it gets better. It will. It'll be fine. My immune system carries me through life. Like, I've not been ill for like 12 years, then COVID hit me, and I've been ill for like every 2 months. Like, it just gets on my tits, because I've gone so long used to being very, very healthy to, yeah, you gotta get ill now all the time. Downloading mods. Alright, brilliant. There shouldn't be too many mods. And I've not really got a tractor to let you do anything, unless you want to take over the community farm, then by all means take over the community farm. They've still got a harvest left. I've got the equipment if you need to use it. The only thing you can't take is my tractor. You'll have to buy that one. Is there game chat? There's got to be text chat. I don't normally... I had an issue with Twitch a couple of years ago, and a person came into the chat and he started being very racist. So I've been very skeptical of people and letting them talk live on stream, because YouTube being my livelihood, I don't want that to go wrong. So, like, even if you are the most trustworthy person, I'm probably gonna want to vet you before I let you speak live on Twitch, live on chat. Because we was doing a massive cotton harvest, and you know how people get when they see cotton. The racism comes out. Right, so we have got not much of this field left to do, actually. I like the Solitaire. Such a good seeder for the price. And then the horsepower requirements as well is just second to none. But yeah, I can't wait for what's it called, Highland fishing. But I think I'm going to enjoy the map more than I'm going to enjoy the new features. It's very, very quiet now, isn't it? Like, there's not much going on in terms of noise. Like, this tractor's very quiet. This environment's very quiet. Like, earlier on, it was like everything was just rumbling. But now all you hear is woodpeckers pecking the fucking trees. I'm excited for... Oh, that's one thing I'm looking forward to. I've been saying for the past 4 years, I want onions. And they finally delivered. Now, I didn't sway the decision, but it's got to be fun. My concern is that the water will take up too much of the map. And so there won't be many usable land. Yeah, I think that will be an issue. Because I think because it's like, if you look at Sri Lanka, when vegetables came out in FS22, it was all small fields and dedicated. It was built for vegetable crops. It was just small straight fields. But, I mean, I'm hoping it's not the case. They didn't really show like a PDA of the map. They just said, here's some cool features of the map. But with that map coming into fruition, and they're going to have these new vehicles, I'm hoping that gives modders, like map creators, so like Cavalier Roy, who specialises in British-looking maps, Maypole being an example, fantastic, beautiful British map. And the biggest letdown is the traffic and the way that they drive. That could change now. The spleens on the maps could change. And I'm hoping it does. Like, look at Maypole. Like, it's the most... If a map was a scene of natural beauty, Maypole would be one of them. Calmsden would be one of them, also known as Oakbridge Farm. And then there's things like Glenleafin that he makes, and there's Ebony Island. All beautiful maps. But yeah, I think you're definitely right. I think that the map is going to be dedicated to onions and water. I'm hoping I'm wrong and there's some like larger operations that you can come with, that you can use. But like Sri Lanka, when vegetables came out, small square fields. And then FS19, what crap did even go to in FS19? It was sugarcane, wasn't it? Oh no, sugarcane was a bit earlier. I don't know, I didn't really do DLCs back then. I hope next add alfalfa. I know, but isn't alfalfa normally like an American thing? Like, you don't get many people in Britain or Europe growing alfalfa. I mean, it could be wrong. There's probably places in Germany where it's like, oh, we're always growing alfalfa. But I know British farming. I know British farming quite well. And that's where I'm basing all of my knowledge off. And I know they're all grass, wheat, and winter crops. But that could be changing soon because our climate is getting really, really warm recently. I haven't found at all. I grew up on a farm in Derbyshire, but we left that farm when I was 7 years old. But like the limitations of my experience was like picking up bales and throwing them to my dad while he loaded them onto a trailer. What about fruits? Oh, I would love to see orchids being a better thing. I'd love to see like apple trees, even like banana plantations in certain maps, and maybe things for like the most common fruit trees being like apple trees, pear trees, getting like raspberry bushes. So like, look at this. You got hedgerows everywhere. Put raspberries in them, and then allow you to harvest them. That'd be fantastic. That'd be beautiful. Sorry to hear that. Was the same as you, mate. I was born on a farm and then we left. I was about 9, 10, something like that. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? But even then, it was too late. Still love it. Yeah, like my earliest memories was so my auntie June is the person who owns the farm, and my earliest memory, I was having a bath in a sink in her house, and she came up to me and she said, "How are you doing?" And I said, and I just pointed at her and said, "You." And then she looked at me and went, "Who are you saying you to? I have a name. My name is Auntie June. My name is not you." And then she started pointing back at me. And I don't know how old I was. I was probably about 3 or 4. But that's my earliest memory. And another earlier memory was, I think me and my dad and my Auntie June were walking through the farm, and I was looking around at the conveyor belts for the bales. I think she had like a barn that was converted to like a sorting office. And she just had like hay bale after hay bale after hay bale shooting across conveyor belts. And looked at that with like complete amazement. Right, that's all the barley we're going to need this year. Right, how are we looking in terms of spinach? The spinach, we're going to get maybe like a yeet. So we harvested this month. So I think we're probably going to get another growth of spinach before it runs out of harvest potential. And then we plough it in December. And then regrow it in March. But by the looks of that, it looks like a 3-month growing period. So I reckon we should have been able to harvest here, then harvest here, and then plough, and get 2 crops. It's going to be based in Scotland. Highland being the key giveaway. Because Highland, Scotland, Highland Whiskey, Highland Springs, all based in Scotland. So I think it's going to be based there. If I don't, I get if you don't want to say too much on stream, but what do you do now? So my day job is I work for a retail company. I work in a grocery store. I work at Lidl, but I only do part-time hours because I'm a single father. And we just destroyed our fucking header. What about yourself? Right, what was we going to do? Fertilise. Fertilise. When did that fill up? I don't recall filling that up. Right, come on then, fill up with diesel. Fair play to you. Constant graph then between this and your day job. Currently not much. Just finished uni at the moment. What did you study at uni? I genuinely thought I'd dropped some peas on the ground there. I need to get rid of that grass. mean, I am wasting my time with this, really, because I'm going to be adding precision farming to this map. But yeah, I do 3 days a week there. I used to do full-time hours. I used to do like 50 hours a week. But then I started talking to a YouTuber called Staminos, and I was like, why should I be working for them when I can work for myself? So I started doing this. And my first month was really, it started off shit. And then it all of a sudden popped off. And then 13 months later, I've got 13,000 followers. Not exactly thrilling, but economics. Better than my degree, more useful than my degree. Only upwards from here. Exactly. Economics is a very good... Economics is a very good degree. I did the stupid thing of getting a degree in music. And yeah, there's not much going for music. I was a teacher for a brief period, but I realised I cannot stand kids. Then I had a kid. Makes no sense. Right, we're gonna fertilise the fuck out of this. What's that? Not to be dreary, but to be honest, there's not much going on in anything in the UK. There is not. Everything's fucked. You've got Keir Starmer the Farmer Hammer running this place like it's a fucking jungle. And yeah, like everything's just gone like way out of proportion. Like, I don't like to get political, but I'm not gonna lie, I did vote Starmer because he had a pretty solid manifesto. Like, he had a really good manifesto. He had probably the best manifesto I've seen in a politician for a long time. And if something's too good to be true, it normally is. And he really delivered on that saying. Because he sounded so promising. It's like, oh, we're going to invest in renewable energy. We're going to bring back public energy. We're going to bring back all of this, that, and the other. We're going to reduce your bills and your house and your cost of living and shit like that. And then it's like, right, what have you done? Well, everything's going up in price. There's going to be no tax increases. Okay, what have you done with that? Well, we're going to increase tax. Fair enough, but yeah, unfortunately, he backtracked on everything. He did. He really did. He... You know what's really funny as well? Like, Margaret Thatcher she went down in history as the most hated politician. Keir Starmer is not far behind her. Like, if you look at recent polls. But I think the biggest issue with the UK is that the general public don't understand the power they yield in government. And if enough people say, we do not want you as our Prime Minister, rather than just putting your name down on a shitty piece of paper generated by the Daily Mail, get out there peacefully. I must add peacefully. Get out there, protest. And say, you know what, you're not the idiot that we want. Like, we've had a lot of liars in our previous governments, but you're just taking the piss. And then peacefully demonstrate it, get enough people to back it all up. And before you know it, the general public are overthrowing the government. You know, there's been over 300,000 jobs lost since the budget. And I'd imagine a lot more since that data, but I agree. Yeah. He's generally just pushing business out of the UK. But that's all he's done. He just wanted to, like, if you look at, so he's got the what's it called? He's got the back pockets filled with that guy. He became the very first hotel billionaire in the UK, and that was because he had a contract with the government to say that he'll house asylum seekers in his hotels free of charge, but the government pay for all of it. And now he's a billionaire. Now, don't get me wrong, if they're asylum seekers, yes, fair enough, house them, help them, treat them with the respect they deserve. But I don't think you can seek asylum from France, because last time I checked, France was not a war-torn country. And they've gone from a very free-willing, open, diverse, and fantastic country, France. They've gone from there and thought, you know what, we've got a better life in the UK. So we're just going to move there. And then we'll say with asylum seekers, even though you're doing what I love doing. What's that, fertilising fields? But yeah, I don't understand how you can seek asylum from France. Better life, aka more benefits. Exactly. 1,000 people a day are signing up to benefits. Oh, playing farm sim. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Farming Simulator, you know, it should be in the top 10 games. FS25 actually, not FS25, when FS22 got released, that was actually the #1 best-selling game for a brief period on Steam, which is nice to see. But yeah, we've nearly finished with fertilising some of our crops. We've still got a long way to go. We've still got 2 cotton fields, 3 sugar beet fields, and a cornfield and a sunflower field. That's going to be harvestable in like 12 hours' time. I saw FS25 coming up on Game Pass as well, so there will be so many new. Thank you for that information, Kendall. Because you know what? I do believe that my success with YouTube was down to when FS22 came out on Game Pass. That's when I started doing YouTube, and I focused on tutorials, and I focused on like myth busting and stuff like that. And they really ramped up the views, and they really helped me with my current subscriber count. So I think over the next week or two, I'm gonna hone in. I'm gonna record tutorials. I'm gonna record all kinds of different things for Farm Simulator 25. And then I'm going to pay the guy that I pay to make the thumbnails. Oh yeah, I recently hired a guy to make the thumbnails for me. Because I really can't be arsed photoshopping. And yeah, I'm just going to pay him a ton of money and just say, I just want X amount of things, and then I'm just going to upload them over the next few weeks. It may be one thumbnail, and that was for my collectibles thing, which I'm going to start recording because I think people searching for collectibles for that extra cash hit will be good. Sounds great, and honestly, that's smart if you can. Use your time and do whatever then. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of... Because this isn't my first YouTube channel. I started off with a Farming Simulator channel with the same name, but it was absolutely shite. I'm not going to lie, it was terrible. I averaged about 700 views every 2 or 3 months. And again, 76 subscribers. And then I started doing GTA. That soon ramped up to 200 subscribers. But I was like, you know what, I don't like playing GTA. So I took a break from YouTube and I started video editing for a YouTuber. And then I heard that FS22 came out on Game Pass. That's when I was like, you know what, I'm going to jump back into FS22. And then my first 2 videos, they flopped. They were like 200 views and they were a short video. Which 200 views for a short form video is absolutely terrible. But then I sort of hit home. I think it was Karen Gaming, actually. Well, Karen Games. He's a very, very good YouTuber. I really like his videos. But I saw him do a new versus pro video, and I thought I could get a piece of that action. And then that was sort of like the setting stone for my videos, for my short form videos. And they were ranking up so many thousand views a day. And then I was like, right, okay, so let's... Now that I've done the short form videos and I'm getting a steady pace of viewers, I'm going to start doing tutorials and stuff, now that the game's released on Game Pass. And they were getting like 7,000 views every video. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but in terms of getting to a YouTube partner, it really helped out a ton. Because what really set my videos apart was, rather than spending 45 minutes rambling on about how to cultivate a field, I was just like, this is what you need to do. And rather than being a 35-minute video, it's a 7-minute video. And I think people appreciated the fact that it wasn't 45 minutes of somebody rambling, and it was just down to the nitty-gritty of the jobs. Right, this is the final field fertilized. And yeah, we've got no fertilizer left. There you go. Look at that. If they were tram lines, they'd be perfect. Oh, goodness gracious me. Right, I am going to run to the toilet. Sorry, I swiped off the streamer by accident. I can imagine trying to work the algorithm can be quite difficult. It can be. So I started that series, you know, that Drive My Fence to the Farm as a YouTube short thing. And that was because I was really pressed for time and I just wanted a nice, easy video to make where it was just like minimal editing. It was just copy paste, sort out a couple of effects, and that was it. And then do some text on top. It gave me enough footage to say, you know what, this channel's active, but they didn't do well in terms of performance. But I've just got to run to the toilet and then we're going to plough. Hey, Captain, welcome aboard. Right, yeah. Oh, we've got to plough. I can see him talking. That just might be background noise, though. What did I hear Kendall then? Not Kendall, Captain. Oh, yeah. I heard you. I heard you say hi. Can you hear me? Anyway, Captain, do you want to take over the community farm and get it started? Hello? Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. General settings. Hello. Right, so there should be one called My Farm.
I did it.
Yep, right, so I'll make you a farm manager. There you go.
Okay, I'm in.
Right, there you go. So you're a yep, you're a farm manager now. Right, so if you want to, you do have a field that is ready to harvest.
Yay.
Now, if you need to, what is in that field that you've got there?
Holy smokes, this map is huge.
It's on your 1x map. Yeah, it looks like you got sorghum. Yeah, you got sorghum. So I'll grant you as a contractor. So if you need to borrow my harvester so you don't have to fork out for one, then at least it'll give you that helping hand as you start to establish your farm.
Which one do I have?
So I've got a New Holland. You will need a tractor, and you'll probably need it. You can use my trailer, but you'll at least have access to stuff. Hey, how you doing, Nighttime Gaming? How's life treating you? Right, here we go.
If you can hear me in game chat, I'm fine. I'm fine. I should got this. Am I yellow? Wait, hold up.
Fine, and you? I cannot complain. How's life treating you?
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I don't own any vehicles? Okay. So I own every item. Oh, I got stones.
Let me try and sort out my settings. So, oh Jesus Christ, what's happened here? There we are.
What do we do here? Okay, so
General
that is
settings.
ready.
Push to start.
Is that not
Right, can you hear me now?
long range? Oh, hi.
Hi, how are
I can
you?
hear you over game chat.
Yeah.
Good.
So, I was saying in the stream, not too sure if you heard me, but I've got a
I could
new.
hear you, yeah.
All right, I've got a New Holland harvester. If you want to use that for your first harvest, so then you don't need to really break out the big bucks early on.
Yeah.
The
I'm
only
trying to figure out what the hell is what field is what. Hold up.
so the only arable you've got two fields, so you got three fields of grass, and then you've got some
I see
potatoes,
that, yeah.
and you've got some sorghum. So the potatoes are ready, I think.
I see that, yeah.
I do have a potato harvester, so you can use that if you want to.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I think I might. Is that all that's ready to harvest? What is that? What's 81?
Yeah, the stuff you've got ready to harvest is you've got grass, you've got sorghum, and you've got potatoes.
Sorghum. That's what it is, isn't it? I see now,
So if you want to, you can use my truck as well, just so you've got a beefy trailer. And then you can get some early bins profits. Hey, you join me if you want to, Nighttime Gaming.
Did I?
The server's in the pin message, by the way. Sorry, I was just talking to chat.
Okay.
But yeah, so I do have a potato harvester. You just gotta, I think it's got the vegetable header attached to it at the minute. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that sorghum, that stuff first. Get that out of the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so I've got the roper at the shop, and then there is a potatoes header that should be in the middle of that shed near the fuel tanker on my farm. So if you need to do potatoes with that, then do that. And then yeah, just steal my New Holland harvester.
Yep. Go, I see that. Should be good on equipment.
Yeah,
Should be good with that.
I put myself in a lot of debt
I
to
just
help other
realized.
farms out.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, I have I have like a lot of money, and I usually start from scratch. So
Ah, right.
yeah, so
Yeah, but you see, with this one, you don't get the mods that you'd usually get for starting from scratch. Everything's quite expensive from the get-go.
yeah. Try to play nice simple. Let's do a nice simple guy right here. You should be just right.
I have done a terrible job of this plowing. Nothing's in a straight line.
Let's just rent. So I'm never gonna do sorghum again. I never do that. I don't know why.
There's much better crops, that's why.
Yeah.
But
Now I'm just going to.
sorghum is a good
Just
substitute.
gonna rent this header.
Which header do you need?
I'm using the special header for sorghum. I think, isn't that ready? I think it's ready, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
that one
ready.
of the fields that's ready? Yeah, I'm gonna do that one first.
Does it give you any benefits
And
using that though?
you have to, I believe. I don't know. I can't remember. I have to go and look that up. I can't remember if you can.
Because I remember I was watching a Karen gaming video and he used the sunflower dedicated header and it
Oh,
gave no benefit from using a regular corn header.
okay. Well, I know it's that because every single corn header can do sunflowers, but only one header can do sorghum. Sorghum, I think I'm pronouncing that right.
No, grain headers
Only
can do
one header
sorghum.
can. Really? Doesn't say it. That's why I'm just saying that.
Sure it does.
Okay, well, I'll try. Here, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
It
sorghum's
doesn't
there.
hurt. I'll try.
So it goes wheat, barley, oat, canola, then it goes
Oh, I see grain headers.
soybeans.
Oh, yeah, I just
Yeah.
realized that. Oh, I can. Oh, I didn't know that. I feel so stupid. I'm gonna go with UE because I'm not in the US right now. Wait, hold on. Isn't this map based in Great Britain?
Yeah, it's
The
based
UK?
in Ireland.
Don't they drive on the left side of the road? And as an American, I gotta get used to that. Drive
Not
on the right side of the road.
not on this map
Ireland.
because Germany drive on the right side. So that's just like the default setting for everything on the game.
There we go. Let's do that. Or I need a grain header anyway, so I just bought that.
You can do left hand if you want
And
to,
for now on,
but you'll crash.
I'll just rent until I can just harvest. So let's go and rent.
Oh, I've made a accident with this plowing job. I should have used assisted steering.
Nah, I don't. Lease for now, though. Just to get this harvest done.
Why, what are you leasing?
I gotta go in the settings and make game chat louder. I can hardly hear stuff over running vehicles.
Alright.
Oh, no, if I just.
I've nearly done a quarter of the field. I'm not looking forward to ploughing this when it becomes the big field. Right, Nighttime Game said he's hopping on. Can't see him yet though. I'd love it if everybody joined in. If only I had more tractors and more plows.
Wait, hold up. That might work. That's better.
Is that better?
Nope, never mind. Just made stuff less louder for everything.
Oh, have you
Where
done
would
master?
I find that change? I don't like how loud my engines are because I rarely use game chat.
You go to settings, general settings, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says sound. And then you've got vehicle volume, environmental volume, character volume, radio volume, GUI volume, etc.,
Oh, yep.
etc. I've been playing this game way too much over the past few days. So what have you got to do then? You just got to harvest potatoes, harvest sorghum, and then you've got a ton of grass to do.
Yeah. I hate doing vegetable crops in this game because of how slow it is and how slow it takes.
Yeah, I had to do vegetable crops as a single player, and I didn't download the Roper Premium until after doing 2 fields of carrots and a field of parsnips. So I've had to drop everything on the ground, and then I've had to use a telehandler to drag all the crop to the top of the field so it can get picked up by a conveyor belt.
You know what I forgot to do? I changed all the volume settings and I forgot to click. I believe I. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. I didn't forget to click confirm.
I am not a fan of ploughing whatsoever. I thought first person would have treated me well, but it's really not. Oh dear lord. Somebody save me. What you say then?
What are you doing? Oh, wow.
You've gone very quiet for some reason. I don't even know what I'm using this field for in the future. I think it's just going to be another vegetable crop for now. My controller is not working right now. No worries, nighttime gaming. Maybe next time.
But there's no sound here.
Oh, my plowing job is an absolute abysmal. I'm getting bacon less streak than this. Paul and who I wear is lying. I am not his copy. I believe you, Paul. I don't know who Paul and Hawaii is, but I do stand by you in your claim, your declaration that you are not the person. Yes, got it working. Ah, fantastic. I'm not his copy. I believe you. I don't know who you're talking about, but I believe you. He is my copy. Okay. I think somebody's got a split personality disorder. Oh shit, I turned around for a second and now I'm way off course. Well, I have a channel he doesn't. Yeah, me too. I don't know what to do with this information.
No. It? What am I hitting?
I think the best solution
It's my header.
would be to get in the gladiators ring. You both fight a lion. Whoever becomes victorious wins the title of a poll. I think that would be the only honourable way to settle the confusion. Let's try to write better apal. I don't know how you can write it better, it's all the same spelling. Look at the state of this field now. Apol, you're distracting me too much. I'm not blaming it on my own incompetence. It's all your fault. I think this debate could be settled over Jerry Springer. Who is the real Apollo? Who do you think it is, Captain?
I don't know why. Every time I play with my settings, I feel like everything is quiet, even though I made it so it's just my engine sounds. Right, Master?
Anyway, Captain.
Oh, that's better. I just realized I had a setting I did not know focus actually made everything quiet. Okay, now I can.
Alright. We need you to settle this debate.
Okay.
Right, so there's two people in the chat. One's called Apol, who's claiming that there's a person called Apol,
Okay.
and there's a person called Apol and Hawaii. Who is the real Apol?
I'm gonna say Paul.
You gonna say Apol? Hey, how you doing? How'd to deep? I probably butchered your name though. I do apologise. If I see a spelling that I'm unfamiliar with, I speak it phonetically. You're from India. Beautiful country. And then somebody's spoken a language I didn't understand. Your server is not popping up. What's this server called? What a laugh.
Gotta play more British and other places maps, because Jesus, I cannot. I'm so bad with space. I'm so used to the a little bit more open maps where there's less obstacles and there's less stuff, and I keep getting stuck. I had to drop my header trailer with my header and stuff, and I have to go back with it because I couldn't turn with it. God damn it, not again.
Yeah, you've got to really master the art of staying within the confines of the field.
And this is also my first farming game too. I bought this like maybe 8 months ago now, and I've only have like 7 days on it, so I'm technically new. No, ow, no, stop it.
What job are you doing?
Hmm?
What job are you doing?
I sorry.
Are you harvesting?
Oh yeah, I'm harvesting right now. I'm trying to get my harvester. I just bought myself a harvester.
I told you I have a new Holland that you could have used.
Oh, I know. It's fine.
Did you want John Deere?
And then I'm renting some equipment for now after I think I'm gonna immediately sell this harvest. I'm not gonna store it. Oh, let me check prices actually. Is that even remotely an okay idea?
He's saying, Farming Fiasco, you are my last chance, ban my copy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Apol and Hawaii. I'll Apol. If I ban one of you from the chat, I lose my entertainment value in this conversation. And also, it doesn't ban you from each other. It just bans you from my channel. And I'm enjoying the conversation, to be honest. So what's your
I'm gonna
future?
go on quick.
What?
No, sorry.
Sorry, I interrupted you. What was you saying?
I was just saying I'm gonna need to go and fix this traffic jam that I made with my header that's still in the road because I did drop it because I couldn't make a turn. And then after that, I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna sit here AFK or something.
Wait a minute. Are you driving the header with the tractor or the harvester?
I was trying to do it with my harvester.
Right, drop the header. I'll drag it from the tractor.
No, like that's what I did. I dropped it earlier, and I dropped it earlier when I was trying to turn down my driveway to my farm.
Oh,
so
right.
then I dropped it there, and I'm just going back with the tractor that I rented that's at the store.
Ah, right.
Did not totally not flip on a turn because I might have not ramped up the hedge.
It happens to the best of us. Don't worry. Harvesters. So there's two things you need to learn about British farming. When you're doing any field work, you've got to stay on the field. So if you can, start in the centre. If you can't, you've got to really, really do well with the headland.
When you start from the center, you mean like do a center line right down the middle?
So like I'm doing
Obviously
now.
the field.
So like I'm doing now with the plough. I've done the middle bit, and then I'll work my way out of the farm.
Working your way out.
Yeah,
Got it.
and
So
that way.
on almost all of my other, almost on every other map, I do that. I try to stay like on the field, and oh my god, I created a traffic jam. And I'm just gonna reset this header. I can't.
Are you PC on the server? No, we are crossplay enabled. If you could translate, you would learn a lot. I confess I am his copy. Goodbye. Right. So perseverance helped ease the mind of the. I don't know.
I guess you're on PC because you're streaming and everything.
Yeah, I'm on PC.
And I'm on an Xbox. I'm also on a not the best Xbox. It took me forever to install those mods. Mainly because I had no idea I ran out of space for mods, so I had to go in and delete a couple mods that I weren't using anymore.
Yeah.
It was painful because I had to reset the progress for all the mods I was trying to install.
Yeah, mod space on the console is absolutely shite.
It's I think it's like only I can't remember how much it is.
I think it's 8 gigabytes in it.
A lot. Yeah, it is. I think it's about 8 gigabytes. Yeah. Can't remember. I gotta go and look. I'm also on the Xbox Series S, so that also doesn't help.
Yeah, it's what I like about the PC. It's like, have you got space on your hard drive? Yeah. Okay. Fill it up. Like FS25, I think it was 142 gigabytes worth of mods on FS22.
Where I gotta go, I'm just gonna sit here AFK, if that's okay.
No worries, don't worry about it.
I gotta go and eat.
Yeah, that's fine. People gotta eat.
Okay, see ya.
See you soon. I don't know why I like this video. It's because it is beautiful. I'm only joking. I don't know why I like it either. I made a mess of this field. I am Spanish boy with an old farming family. Oh, old farming family. How you doing, Algerando, bro? I've had too many beers. I can't pronounce things. I gotta see if my headphones don't scream. Alright, I'll try not to scream. I don't normally scream anywhere. It's not horror night tonight, so you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, I found it. Ah, fantastic news. I have really undershot the bottom half. Right then, nearly there. It's been such a long month. So I'm thinking that we'll just plough as normal, go around the headland, and then we should finish with a little strip left down at the bottom. And that's where we will finish the entire field. There we are, there's the little strip down at the bottom. Oh dear. I miss that bit so much. Yep, we've got a little strand that we will need to come back to. Oh dear lord. Downloading mods. You know what? I will bring a snack and chill. I don't really want to sleep, you know. Unfortunately, I'm going to be going to bed soon. It's 20 past 3 in the morning, so I am absolutely frazzled. I like a lot of your videos, but today you are tilling a little bit wrong. You know what? That's not my fault. I blame the plough. And the fact that I keep getting distracted by chat and it makes me go a bit lopsided. But yeah, normally I use the Cleveland plough, which is a little bit wider. But this one is just terrible. I still got so many little bits that need to go over. Are you American or English? I'm English. And then again, technically... Oh shit, man's in the fucking hedge. Aren't all Americans just English? Nearly there. This has been one hell of an ordeal. Now, we've had a successful day. We've planted, we've collected, we've neglected, we've done all the TIDs possible. Oh dear Lord. But you know what? Once the server resets, you're not even going to see my issues. You're just going to see a line of success. Oh no, I don't need to. I don't need to turn. No, I do. I do need to turn. Right. Well. I like tea. I like tea as well. I like it very well brewed. I like it so thick that you can stand a spoon up inside it. Right then, we just got these last little bits and shits left. Oh Jesus. As the American, I prefer coffee. I will drink iced tea. Iced tea is nice. We drink a lot of iced tea here. I am from Mexico, but I like tea. Tea's good. I like a nice Earl Grey. I don't think I'm going to be able to survive the rest of the plowing. Because we've still got this field to do. And I'm probably going to call it quits here for now. But yeah, look at the state of this. We've got this field. In fact, I'll press pause. I will have a look at the fields. That field apparently hasn't rendered the fact that we ploughed it. Oh shit, we've missed so much. It's fine. Direct drill, really. So yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields to plough, 6, 7, 8, 9 fields to plough, and then we'll have this one to plough, this one to plough, and we'll also have this one, and another one. Yeah, you're going to have that one to plough, that one to plough. You're going to have that one to plough, that one to plough, and that one to plough. I can help plough. Well, I'm going to be coming off the stream now, but if you want to plough while I'm absent, then by all means go ahead and plough. But I am so tired right now. It's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to bid you all a very good night. Thank you very much for all dropping by. It's been an absolute pleasure. And yeah, I am just, you know what, I'm going to go and see what Captain's been up to. If she's got a John Deere harvester, I'm going to be very disappointed. Nope, they got the same harvester I have. One, two, three, T. Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3, T. But yeah. I have that harvester. I said they can use it as much as they want to. And they decided, you know what? We don't need it. Look at the realism. The realism is absolutely perfect. Let's clean this up because it looks shit. You're looking a bit grubby. And there we have it. So we will need to clean out the trailer at some point. Best farming sim physics. Exactly. The best. It's almost as good as this. Does it still do it? No. It used to be, if you jumped and then pressed T, you would freeze in the air. But it doesn't do that anymore. Right, we're going to clean up the trailer. And then we're going to call it a night. We've got cotton to do next week. Or if I don't do it next week, I'll make a short form video of it. It just depends how much this server gets played. Physics. I'll get floating hay bales all the time. Oh, so do I. Oh, hey. Right, come on. Right, that should be clean now. You're clean now. Do you have... This truck has actually been through... Oh dear. Right, anyway, on that bombshell. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much for joining in. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here. And I will see you all next time. Take care. God bless. Good night. I don't know if that's